When you have a consumer complaint, you call News 10 NBC. As your advocate, we work for you.
So when a consumer called us about her contractor, we began digging, pouring through records and documents. And that's when News 10 NBC consumer investigator DEWBERRY found information that shocked all of us.
This viewer grew up here in Rochester, moved away, but always wanted to return. Recently, she bought a condo and planned to retire here. She hired a local contractor to remodel it, but she had no idea she had hired a dead man walking.
The whole place is beautiful.
Susan Sipes' newly purchased condo sits on the shore of Canandaigua Lake. She hired AS Contracting to remodel it.
My goddaughter had used him and been happy with him, and I asked her, I thought, all the right questions.
The contractor charged her more than $24,000 and promised to finish the work in 6 weeks. Completion date, November 10th. When you walked in this door.
Oh my gosh. It was devastating.
Devastating because her condo is supposed to be finished. Instead, she found a toilet in the kitchen, no running water, and wires dangling from the sheetrock.
It's hard to do a project like this long distance where you can't just stop in every few days and look.
Sipes lives in Seattle. In text messages, the contractor promised he'd finish early, before Halloween, but he refused to send pictures of his progress. Then he sent this text message asking for more money.
Gave him floor plans of things.
So Sipes surprised him, arriving 3 days before the scheduled completion date. What did he tell you his name was?
Al Bosley.
She says this is the man she believes is Al Bosley.
I Googled him online and didn't really come up with anything.
So I searched for Al Bosley in government records, social media, the BBB, the BCB, nothing. Finally, I found the real Al Bosley. Here. He's dead. Alvis Bosley died 17 years ago. So who's this man, the man Susan hired to remodel her condo? His name is Alvis Sprague. Let me show you this first. I brought Susan to the station to show her what we uncovered. We found a list of Alvis Sprague's relatives. And as we went through those relatives, we found Al Bosley, deceased.
Wow.
So why would Alvis Sprague use the name of a dead relative? Perhaps to escape his past. Alvis Sprague is a 4-time felon. The latest? Grand larceny.
Oh my goodness. Obviously it didn't do a lot of good, did it?
I found 32 court filings against Alvis Sprague in Monroe County alone. Here's another civil judgment, another civil, another civil, another civil. But that's not all. Just last week, Monroe County Sheriff's deputies launched an investigation of Sprague in a different case. Again, he's accused of taking payment for work he did not do. AS Contracting has an F rating with the BBB, but Al Sprague is not listed as the owner. Instead, it lists his live-in girlfriend, Sarah Crawford. She wasn't at home when I visited the couple, but a relative confirmed they both live at this Greece address. I did reach Sprague by text. He concedes that he did use his father's name in online postings and email. He said he created the email address because I missed my father and still do. He points to the fact he did sign a proposal with his real name, and he insists he does great work, texting, "You're not dealing with one of these rip-off contractors with alcohol and drug problems." But 2 of his 4 felony convictions are for DWI.
He sent me pictures of the crew.
Susan wanted an independent evaluation of the quality of his work, so she hired the Better Contractors Bureau.
There's a lot of work left to be done here, so he's probably way overpaid.
In his inspection, BCB President Carmen Santora said the work is shoddy, and he's especially concerned about the electrical wiring.
The electrical is a fire hazard.
In fact, he found the breakers were still on, indicating live wires could be dangerously dangling from the unfinished walls.
It's really a mess. I mean, as far as maybe some of the studying and things like that, but to finish this job, you need actual professionals.
As for Susan, the experience has soured her dream of returning to her childhood home of Rochester.
It's pretty devastating, and you know, he's saying another $20,000. I don't know how we're going to do that.
After we contacted Al Sprague, he and his girlfriend reached out to Susan saying they wanted to settle the matter. I'll let you know if they agree to refund some of her money. Before you hire a contractor, here's Deanna's do list. Get at least 3 bids. Do a background check, like checking the BBB. Get a written legal contract. We have an example of what it should look like on our website, WHEC.com. Never pay full price up front. Report problems to the BBB, the Attorney General's Office, and the Better Contractors Bureau. We have all this information for you on our website, again, WHEC.com. Deanna DEWBERRY, News 10 NBC.